We have to understand, if at all we are talking about constitution, the ethos of constitution, protecting the constitution, it is more in the last few years. I'm going to make certain comparisons post 2014 and before that. Our constitution is amended about 106 times till now. And post 2014, we have done it 8 times, starting from 99th Amendment, 100 till 106. If somebody is carefully studying what are those last 8 amendments post 2014 we have done. We did an amendment, the first amendment we did after 2014 is to exchange certain territories with Bangladesh because we are in agreement. We took some land from them, we have to give a land. Then we brought GST. We extended the reservation in the country for another 10 years, that is one amendment. We gave 1/3 reservation to our mothers and sisters, one amendment. We empowered the state governments to decide who should be the OBCs of our country, that is one amendment. We gave a constitutional mandate to the OBC Commission. These are the 8 amendments we have done post 2014, which each of those single amendment has actually strengthened the constitution, taken the constitution forward, so that what you mentioned about the preamble of the constitution, it is strengthening. If you go slightly previously, the kind of distortions we have seen. I'm only mentioning a couple of amendments, 24th, 25th, 29th, 39th, 42nd. These amendments I'm mentioning in particular because these are classics. When somebody talk about, oh, we preserved the identity of Bharat post-2000, post-1947 till about 2014, now everything is distorted. People should just go and read the 39th Amendment, which was simply brought in on a Thursday in the Parliament, August 7, 1975, which is a Thursday in the Lok Sabha. They brought an amendment to say nobody can question the election of a Prime Minister, the President, the Vice President, and the Speaker on a Thursday. August 8, 1975, which is a Friday, the Lok Sabha passes. August 9, 1975, which is a Saturday, 17 legislative assemblies of our country, suddenly they call for a session in the Legislative Assembly, they endorse it. August 11, 1975, which is a Sunday, the President signs it. Because August 12, 1975, the case against Indira Gandhi ji madam is coming in the Supreme Court. Have you seen this kind of distortion? 42nd Amendment. When we talk about the preamble now, certain insertion of words, the word called secular. Now the problem in our country is there is a syndrome that many of our folks have. It is called the over-secularization syndrome. They want to go overboard to prove they are secular. That is uncalled for, unfair. And they, with a distorted lens, they want to see whatever is happening to say that, oh, secularism is getting distorted. Even the recent attack that happened in Pahalgam, which Arnabji very evocatively spoke, if you look at some of the narratives that is happening, they say, no, among the 26 killed, 25 are Hindus, 1 is Muslim, which means the terrorist folk did not see a difference between Hindu and Muslim. But none of them carefully study the modus operandi. None of them carefully study what he said, what was actually happening in the field that particular day. I would say it is a very unfair defense. Many a times I keep facing it. 4 months when I did a small fellowship in Oxford, every single day, and the professors in UK, my only job from morning till night was defending that we are not doing anything wrong in our country. It is not a kangaroo court that is running our country. We are elected by the people. We have a mandate. I am just ending my argument with one more. 2013, the UPA government brought a bill. Luckily, it did not become an act. If I'm recalling that bill for you, it says, Prevention of Targeted Violence, Communal Violence, 2013. If somebody is reading that bill, it came into the Parliament. It was debated in Parliament. If you read that bill, it says, a communal violence can be done only by a majority community against a minority community. It says only Hindus can always be the aggressor. It is all the time the Muslims are the people who are suffering at the hands of Hindus. Luckily, the Congress government withdrew in 2013 because the elections were coming, it was becoming a big blowback. This kind of bills, this kind of debates happening. When my friend says that our Parliament hasn't sat much, people just have to compare the dates. If people's job coming into the Parliament is to oppose one man for the sake of opposing from morning till evening, not allowing the business of the House to happen, and then squarely putting the blame on the government. Did any point of time the government of the day now not call the Parliament? Did they not invite the President to come and give the address? Did they prorogue the Parliament endlessly to say that the Parliament will not sit on a particular date? It is every elected person of this country has got a common wisdom to make sure the institutions of different government function normally. And that is very unfair. I'm very happy that you are starting this particular conclave with this topic, so that people should understand what happened for the last 250 years was like a speed bump, a roadblock. Now we are only trying to set things in right historical context, because in my table also you have mentioned Vikshit Bharat and the promise of a civilizational state. It is important that India should progress towards something called a civilizational state. And a lot of steps is happening in the last 11 years to make sure that is going to happen right in the times you are going to live. Thank you.